wanna dance, but she don't know how to move. I'm iced out, ooh, looking like a star. Ooh, her name is Jenny, ooh, bitch don't have no panties. Ooh, I'm Steph Curry when I hit. Go, little porn star.
Que aquí no los puedo pillar. Vale, ahí sí.
Because she's hot, it doesn't mean she's not crazy. Doesn't mean she's not clingy. Doesn't mean she doesn't have issues. Doesn't mean she doesn't have baggage. Doesn't mean she doesn't suffer from anxiety. Really, just because she's hot? Really. So just because she's extra good looking, it doesn't mean she's actually a good woman. It just means she looks better than a lot of other women. But the hot, crazy chick is a thing for a reason. It's a thing for a flipping reason. You think men are lying? All these men are... Alright, let's carry on.
Hey, my brothers and sisters, welcome to another episode of the RP Experience. Water right here. Sometime I be getting a little thirsty, even though I'm going near the other one. Anyway, before I forget, hit the like button and subscribe. Well, if you've been watching some of my videos. I know some of my earlier videos were rough, like I guess maybe from 1 through 10, but I believe I'm getting a little bit more comfortable. Anyway, tonight's video is going to be about why men like bad girls. Now, I did a video about women that like bad boys and why those men become bad boys. Well, actually males, but they become bad boys because they notice that is what, like, okay, I don't think any woman or any man goes for somebody that they think is going to be horrible to them. But unfortunately, I guess just like junk food or candy and stuff like that, it tastes good, but it's bad for you. And I'll say for like women that pursue bad boys, I mean, I usually get tired of having this conversation with them because a lot of them will deny this fact, and not all of them do this. It is a percentage that don't go for like the bad types or something, but it's a lot that do, because bad boys and bad girls have those qualities that both genders find extremely attractive. Usually it's definitely looks, personality. They are not usually the nicest people, but they'll make you laugh. You'll have a good time with them. Your laugh, cry. You know, they keep you on your toes. It's never a boring moment. And I will admit that, in a way, I feel a little bit more drawn to bad girls, or girls that or women that have some bad girl traits. Now, I don't want the woman to be bad to me, but you know, I do want her to take some pride in her appearance. How she look is not the most important thing, because I know that that fades over time. But just like as a male, I have to understand with women, you know, you want to feel protected, you want money, status. You know, I really don't think status is that important, but I guess if you want to show to the outside world that you are living your best life and your man is helping you achieve that illusion, I'll say, or to put that out there into the world, then that becomes more important to a lot of women. Especially when they're younger. Well, because of like modern science, since women can look younger a little longer or stay somewhat in shape longer, this way of thinking can go well on into the 40s. Now, back on men. Because I just want to get that out there, because I already did that video, and you people that haven't seen that one need to see why a lot of females, women, go for bad boys. You know, maybe it's more females. Women probably are more mature enough. Now, with the bad girl position, I mean, men does a similar thing as women, but I still feel like men are still a little bit more realistic in at least admitting this. If you go to Instagram and YouTube videos, Twitch, or whatever, who is the women that get most of the attention? The most attractive women. Now, of course, though, you gotta have some type of personality. You just can't be sitting there. I do think sometimes attractive women don't have no personality at all because they don't build up their social skills. But that may not be the case with Generation Z, right? Well, women that are in the the technology stage of using social media, you actually do have to socialize. Even though I'm not sure, maybe they're using their social skills, talking to a person one-on-one might suck. But however, give them a webcam, and I'm going for those that have like a YouTube presence or a Twitch stream, actually engage their audience. This may not apply to females that's just post Instagram pictures, because all they may really know how to do is text, you know, and their social skills, which may still be better than most men, will still be not as good as it should be or something. So anyway, I'm talking quite a bit. I'm also going to tag team with Replicant Fish. Yeah, well, you can tell. I like a lot of his videos. There's some other creators that I'm thinking of, like, giving a reaction to. But because I want to talk about this subject, and I love how he puts like pictures and stuff like that in his thing. I haven't figured out a way how to do it and let you see my face, because I know some creators don't let you, like him, he don't let you see his face. But I do want you to know who I am in like a way. And over here, as I will say, you know, I don't hate women. And I'm hoping a lot of people that do follow me, that's like men, is out of that red pill rage, because I'm about moving past that, but still being aware of what females and even women can do to you if you're not on your P's and Q's or something. So anyway, we're going to start this video and let's do it.
Is why men love freaky women, but pretend they want angels.
I'm banned from posting on my main for like a week because I was wearing a white shirt, and apparently that's adult nudity.
You do expect more from a modern woman. What? You don't. But yeah, the point is men do enjoy when women show a bit too much and get themselves in trouble.
And one time I got banned on there for eating an ice cream because apparently it was like sexual.
I might actually go look for that video just to see.
I think whoever's making these guidelines is an absolute...
The point is, it's so wrong that modern women nowadays can't, show themselves off without getting in trouble. It's ridiculous. All these Twitch thoughts, yeah?
Hold up, fish. There are, like, okay, me, I don't really take shots at anybody doing their thing. It's free world, do what you're going to do. And I won't be calling any female's thoughts out there. Now, some of you can do that if you want to do that. That's not my thing. Some of them I know, I've met before, and some of them I do from time to time watch their content because they're not a one-trick pony, and they do put like a lot of work in doing other things or something. Now, of course, though, some things they could probably clean up or something like that, but I'm not about really judging them. My thing is bringing awareness to men to not be making a fool of yourself or playing yourself or just letting yourself be manipulated. Okay, so I just had to say that because I just saw her up there and I was like, yeah. I mean, I don't want to call her that. Okay.
Yeah, there's trapping thumbnails. It's so wrong that women can't just, be free and show a bit of cleavage that men can look at and then complain about.
An ice cream because apparently it was like sexual. I think whoever's making these guidelines is an absolute...
There's absolutely no way possible that whoever's running my simulation isn't a man. Like...
Okay, interesting. On my For You page, again, not surprising, it's me. What do we have in the background? I forgot what it's called. It's a wall thingy, but obviously an astrological one. Yeah? So she's a mystical chick with a very nice top.
Es bueno.
Indeed. Before she makes her point as to the fact she lives in a male simulation, or male-dominated one, because, her features are somewhat ridiculous, she's complaining. I don't think any men are, but okay, whatever. I want to make the point that, yes, as men, yeah, obviously we're going to say we don't like garden tools. We don't like garden tools. You can't make a hoe a housewife. Of course we'll say that. Which is true. But the point is, no one said you can't have fun with them. Pay attention to every single lyric in every single song that sings about garden tools. They don't say you can't have fun with them. They just say don't marry them. Pay attention. Oh my god, this video is gonna get... Okay, whatever, let's just carry on.
He just took the cursor and went...
Well, if God is a man, thank God. Wouldn't you thank God if he's a man? He kind of decked you out, didn't he?
Every few months, a tweet like this about salt being the only delicious rock starts making the rounds, and everybody I know sends it to me because I have an undergraduate degree.
Okay, undergraduate degree, yeah, that's cute, that's nice, okay, whatever. The point is, lovely woman, is it just me? Comment down below, tell me if it's just me. Is it just me, or does, a conversation about eating rocks get a bit sexual? Is it just me? Have a look.
Geology. I just want to clear up any confusion that people might have about the deliciousness of rocks, because I have personally had hundreds of rocks and minerals in my mouth over the years for a variety of of reasons that we're not going to get into today.
No, you should have got into it. No, you should have got into it. That would have been an interesting video. But look, seriously. Is it just me? Is she really talking normally about rocks?
I've only had hundreds of rocks and minerals in my mouth over the years.
Or is she doing a bit where she's talking sexually about rocks and having rocks in her mouth? Again, I'm off a you page. I'm not surprised, but I'm not complaining. But yeah, let's just carry on.
Salt is the only delicious rock. Some rocks are more flavorful than others, but in terms of tasty or delicious, it's just salt.
She likes salty rock. I'm just saying, salty rock.
Promise you, salt is the only delicious rock.
I've got a salty rock for you to taste.
Salt.
I think it's high time we let black women on this app also be famous for doing the bare minimum. Like, I should be able to just sit here in silence.
Wow. So this is how far we've come. Women expecting to just be hot and get attention and get views and likes. Is it because of men? It probably is. It most likely is. But yeah, wow. What a time we live in. Lovely woman.
I should be able to just sit here in silence.
But no. You don't deserve attention for just being.
I hate all men.
No. Learn to say no, man. Say no. No.
If this showed up on your FYP, it's because you're a guy, you have 0 to 3 people you can call your true friend, you are nice, single, a little bit shy, you spend most of your time watching TikToks or watching shows.
No, you're wrong about 70% of that. But you did show up on my For You page, so, okay? Yeah, sure. Well, yeah, I'm a delicate, shy guy who needs to be cared for and loved. That's true. Very true. Oh, shit! You know, I featured this TikToker before, but I think she's, lost weight since then.
Es bueno.
Interesting. What did Nas say? Lace thong-wearing demons. That's almost magical, isn't it? Oh my god, that's magical.
And, you're into brunettes.
Oh, you wish. Yeah, that's true, but whatever. In some cases, I don't care. As long as it's not pink, or blue, or green. I kinda don't mind.
Did I miss anything?
No, you didn't. I think you probably get it all.
Oh.
You think we don't want to be approached, when in reality, most women are dying for you to come up to them.
But the thing is, it does depend on what sort of man you are, and what sort of men she likes.
You think we don't want to be approached, when in reality, most women are dying for you to come up to them.
Sing it with me, fellas. Yeah.
That's
You can call BS, or just cap.
So, while his angle is more about the freaky girl, that is the thing. A lot of times the bad girls are the freaky girls. And what is the thing that most men, well, all men want, unless if they are impotent or they're a little confused about their sexuality or they are real religious. Of course, though, sometimes you have to watch them because sometimes they might prefer something else. But they prefer sexual interaction, And that's the thing about bad girls, that they don't play around with. If they like you, okay, they'll definitely manipulate and use guys. Definitely if they can. I mean, for me, I always knew that it would go nowhere because most bad girls are, like I would say, all over the place. Like they may express that they like you, but I guess that call of the streets is always calling to them. And I guess they want the safety net, but they still want the wildness of going out there, and then they'll come back. So, and I think that's the appeal for most men, with them being attractive, them being sexual. Now, where bad girls go wrong is they rack up a body count. I'm going to do a separate video about that, and in this new age of sexual liberation with women, men realistically know a woman is not going to be 21 or further in her 20s and be like a virgin, or maybe just had 1 or 2 or 3 people. I think really the sticking point, and like I say, I'm going to really touch on this on another video, but I think the sticking point with the body thing, which every man is different, but you know, we'd rather not know. Like kind of like if you are dating a Drake, I always use Drake because I knew a lot of females that liked him. But if you know he's been with a lot of women, you may not think too much of it. But however, if you knew video was out there, would you watch him banging another female? Who knows? Maybe some of you would to see how good he is. But would you? But if you are in a relationship with him, would you want to know in intimate detail every woman that he been with? You know, you rather just leave that to like the imagination, out of sight, out of mind. And I think with women being like too detailed sometimes is when y'all may say something about sleeping with another guy, and you know, you share a little bit too much information, you know. I mean, because men can put 2 and 2 together or something. So moving on, bad girls just automatically have that particular thing that is at the forefront of what a man wants. Now, however, you know, they don't really have relationship skills too much. I mean, they might can learn it later in life, but they don't usually have relationship skills. They'll probably cheat on you. They have disregard for your feelings, but that pull of the sexual tension and their hot and cold personality will rope a lot of decent guys in. Now, men that are like straight assholes or players or the bad boys or something, they probably won't mess too much with a bad girl. They'll just like definitely pump and dump them, unless in like a case of a Bonnie and Clyde or something like that, which I don't know their full story, but I'm thinking of like Grease, when a bad boy meets a good girl and he turns her bad and then she starts behaving bad. Then that is the thing though, and I have to be careful with this too. Like, just because a woman is attractive, don't let her get away with murder. I mean, because that's the thing like bad boys have over those nice guys, because they really don't care. So they're more of a challenge to women in general. Even though I do think when bad girls and bad boys meet or something, you know, they either gonna get repulsed by each other, or either they're going to stick together. Like, I think I mentioned like a Bonnie and Clyde or something like that. So it's kind of like a rare thing. I do think in a lot of cases, opposites tend to attract, unfortunately. So I guess as a man, those qualities that, some of the qualities that the bad boy have, you should acquire so that you don't get ran all over. And in that case, in the case of like the women, you know, you can also acquire some qualities that the bad girl has. But in both cases, you have to be careful, because playing with the dark side, you can go like a little too far over that way, and then it may not be no coming back. Then those two mesh together, you know, because I guess maybe, and of course though, that's a movie. I don't know how that works in like real life. So you know, that is why a lot of guys will pay more attention to bad girls. And I mean, as men or males, we cannot deny that, because as I say, those are the ones that get most of the attention on social media or just walking around or something like that. Now, of course, though, you have a section of men that's like with standards now, that they have their sticking points. Like if a woman has tattoos, or if she has a crazy hair color, like her hair is green or purple or pink. And that's not dissing women that have that, you know, because some of y'all look nice with pink hair. But some of y'all, I guess, maybe because y'all don't maintain it or something like that, it doesn't really look good. And it depends on the guy with that. So as I'm going to be ending here, because his video was short and it wasn't exactly what I wanted to say, but he had parts of it that I definitely wanted to get. And plus another thing that I forgot, which I know a lot of times for like women out there, men will call a female crazy or something like that, and that just means, like, you know, she's spazzing out a lot about stuff. And of course sometimes he could be doing something, but sometimes he may not even know what you are mad about, because you are spazzing out about multiple things at different times. But anyway, those women usually give you the best sex, you know, yet they'll be like off the chain, you know, and maybe a little like violent or verbally abusive or something like that. So I guess the same way like the bad boy somewhat reels y'all in, the same way like the bad girl will reel in like those decent or good guys, because of that right there. And I think it's another thing of like, because I know from experience, like, even though I know the girl is bad and she's made like a lot of mistakes in her life or something like that, I see a side of her that is, I'll just say, like her good side. Now the only thing though, I've never really fell for a bad girl, and I guess kind of like a girl told me a long time ago, when I guess I was like early 20s or something, and I was asking her like what was her type of guy. It was a black girl, and she said like, well, I don't really want a bad dude, a bad boy, you know, I want a guy that's good to me, but I want him to look like he's a bad boy. So I guess that goes with dress too, because usually bad boys and bad girls have more edge, or they just dress different, like cutting edge. Now a lot of times like the girls will show too much, and the guys and the girls will complain, but at the same time you're still looking or trying to get her number. So, you know, and I guess the same thing with like guys that turn bad. I believe with women it's the same thing, especially now because of social media. You know, we can look at Ayesha Curry with Steph Curry. I think she started feeling so insecure in her relationship that, you know, she saw the type of guys that, I mean, she saw the type of women that was throwing themselves at Steph Curry. So she wanted to emulate them a little bit, because, you know, first you're a wholesome woman, and now you're like taking bikini shots and trying to be more sexual. So I'm thinking that somewhat happened in their relationship or something. You know, I don't know if he liked the girl's picture or something, or either she just started looking at her competition and just was like, you know. So I think it wasn't just about her getting attention, even though I do think that was a lot of it. But I do think it was also because she noticed with the wholesomeness, she wasn't getting that same amount of attention. But see, to women that are like the good women, I'll suggest this for you. You know, the same way for me, which I had to, like, I cannot be like a total bad guy, but I had to pick up some qualities of, whether you want to call it being like bad or a little bit more assertive or something like that, to become a more rounded individual. So I would suggest for females, and for each one is different or something like that, but you know, just if you're having a problem attracting men, you know, just dress a little bit sexier or something like that. Now, don't go overboard. I mean, because that's what some will do. But, you know, because when you dress overboard, you start getting the wrong kind of attention, you know, from the wrong types of men. You know, because when you go overboard, then the men that would try to marry you or something like that, they are going to steer clear of you. And this is one thing I'll say, as men, we have to figure out. But with women, that's if we choose to get in long-term relationships, have to like figure out is that if a man's marrying a woman, he wants a wife, but he also wants a woman to really make his toes curl. You know, same way y'all want a guy to blow your back out or something. So, you know, don't expect you to do a total about face or something with that, because that's probably not exactly what he would want anyway. But I would just say try to be a little bit more sensual, sexual than what you are, especially if you've been in a relationship a long time or something, because whether men will admit it or not, which I'm going to say here, sex is a big thing with us. You know, even the ones of us that say like, oh, it really don't matter. Yeah, it matters, unless if we have a problem down there or a problem performing or something like that. As I said, we want to have it, and to be honest, this is how sometimes cheating starts. If you're married to a woman and y'all not really doing it, or it's like really lackluster, then and the man can tell if the woman is not really into it. So if she's not really into it, you know, eventually it's gonna come across a woman, and she might either be more attracted than you or not as attracted to you. And that's the thing too. Sometimes it's not totally about the attractiveness. Sometimes it's just about the freakiness, you know, of her giving good top, or riding him, or they doing it outside or something. Like, you both have to make you have to try to keep your sex life up. And when you have kids, though, it's going to just be harder, you know. And so yeah, that's all I want to say. I guess I tried to explain stuff a bit too much, but that is the reason why men find bad girls more attractive and appealing. for the short term. You know, usually not to marry, you know, but a guy might try to marry one if he thinks he sees good in her and he fell for her, then he'll try to do it. Otherwise, it will be pump and dumpville. So anyway, that's it.
Hey, sucking dick for a stack. 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 Period. Sucking dick for a stack. Sucking dick for a stack. Sucking dick for a stack. Sucking dick.
Hey, listen. You didn't need to post that. Why? Why did you post it? It's too late now to delete it. Now we just have to live with it.
Okay, guys. I'll see you later. Out.
I still wanna run to you. Am I breaking through? Do you feel me too?
Kendall made it.
I